There comes a moment in every person's life when they have to make a choice. One path feels safe, the other feels uncertain. One keeps you where you are. The other asks you to step forward, take a risk, and discover what you are truly capable of. And this is where most people hesitate. They say, "I'm not ready. I need more money. I need more experience. I'll start when the time is right." But the truth is, the perfect moment rarely comes. If you keep waiting until everything is perfect, you may spend your entire life waiting. Because success doesn't belong only to the smartest people. It doesn't belong only to the richest people. And it certainly doesn't belong only to people who were given an easy beginning. Success often belongs to those who simply decided to try, to begin, to fail, to learn, and to try again. Think about how many dreams are abandoned before they are ever given a chance. Someone wants to start a business, but they are afraid of losing money. Someone wants to become a creator, but they are afraid people will judge them. Someone wants to learn a new skill, but they think they are too old. Someone wants to change their life, but they are afraid of leaving their comfort zone. And someone has been dreaming about something for years, but keeps saying, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow becomes next week becomes next month, and eventually years pass. The painful part is not always failure. Sometimes the most painful thing is wondering what could have happened. If you had simply tried, you don't need to know exactly how your story will end. You only need enough courage to write the next page. When you begin something new, you will probably make mistakes. You may embarrass yourself. You may lose money. You may hear people telling you that your idea will never work. You may work for months without seeing results, and there will be moments when you question yourself. But that doesn't mean you are failing. It means you are learning. Every successful person you admire was once a beginner. They made mistakes. They faced rejection. They experienced doubt. They had moments when quitting seemed easier. The difference is they continued. They understood something many people never learn. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of the process that creates success. When you fail, you discover what doesn't work. You discover where you need to improve. You discover your weaknesses, and most importantly, you discover that failure did not destroy you. You survived it. You learned from it, and you became stronger. So the next time you face a setback, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" That question can completely change the way you see failure. Imagine standing at the bottom of a mountain. You look toward the top and think, "That's too far." So you never take the first step. Another person looks at the same mountain and says, "I don't know how long it will take, but I'm going to start walking." That person may walk slowly. They may fall. They may get tired. They may even have to change their route, but every step takes them closer. And that is the power of action. You cannot reach a destination you refuse to move toward. So stop asking yourself, "What if I fail?" Start asking, "What if I succeed?" What if that business actually works? What if that idea becomes something meaningful? What if the skill you are learning changes your career? What if the opportunity you are afraid to take becomes the opportunity that changes your life? You will never know unless you try. There will always be excuses. There will always be reasons not to start. You don't have enough time. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough experience. You don't have the right connections. You're not confident enough. Some obstacles may be real, but an obstacle is not the same as an excuse. Maybe you cannot take 10 steps today, then take one. Maybe you cannot build the entire business today, then learn one thing. Maybe you cannot transform your life overnight, then improve one part of it. Small progress is still progress. Never underestimate what happens when you repeat small actions for a long time. One workout doesn't transform your body. One book doesn't transform your mind. One video doesn't build a successful channel. One business decision doesn't create an empire. But repeated effort, day after day, month after month, year after year, can create something extraordinary. The world notices the result, but it rarely sees the thousands of small attempts that created it. So don't become obsessed with the destination. Become obsessed with becoming better, and stop comparing your beginning to someone else's middle. You see their success, you see their confidence, you see their money, you see their achievements, but you don't see the years of struggle behind them. You don't see the failures, you don't see the rejection, you don't see the moments when they wanted to quit. You are comparing your first chapter to someone else's 10th. That comparison will always make you feel behind. Instead, compare yourself with who you were yesterday. Are you learning? Are you improving? Are you becoming more disciplined? Are you moving forward? If the answer is yes, you are already making progress. And remember, nobody can build your future for you. People may encourage you. People may support you. People may help you. But ultimately, you have to take the first step. You have to make the call. You have to send the application. You have to publish the video. You have to start the business. You have to learn the skill. You have to do the work. Nobody can do that part for you. Your future is being created by the decisions you make today. So if there is something you have been thinking about for months, start. If there is a skill you have always wanted to learn, start. If there is a dream you keep postponing, start. Don't wait until you feel fearless. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward even when fear is present. You don't need confidence before you begin. Sometimes confidence comes because you began. You don't need motivation every single day. You need discipline because motivation disappears. Discipline keeps you moving. One day you will look back at your life, and you will remember the moments when you had a choice. You could have stayed comfortable, or you could have tried. You could have listened to the people who doubted you, or you could have listened to the voice inside you that said, maybe I can. You could have accepted your circumstances, or you could have decided to change them. And perhaps your biggest regret will not be the things that failed. It will be the things you never attempted. The business you never started, the dream you never pursued, the opportunity you never took, the life you never gave yourself a chance to live. So don't demand a guarantee before you begin. Life doesn't work that way. There are no guarantees. There is only opportunity, and opportunity rewards action. You may fail, you may struggle, you may have to start again, but every attempt gives you something: experience, knowledge, strength, confidence, wisdom, and sometimes a breakthrough. You don't have to be extraordinary to begin. You simply have to be willing to begin. Take the first step, then take another. Keep learning, keep improving, keep moving, and when you fall, get back up. Because your current situation does not have to become your permanent situation. Your past does not have to determine your future, and your fear does not have to control your decisions. You still have a choice. Today, right now, you can choose to try. Maybe you won't succeed immediately. That's okay. Maybe nobody will believe in you. That's okay. Maybe you'll make mistakes. That's okay, because there is something far more dangerous than failing: never trying at all. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting until you feel ready. Start with what you have. Start where you are and do what you can. Because sometimes The difference between the life you have and the life you dream about is simply one decision, one attempt, one step, one moment when you finally say, I'm going to try. And from that moment, everything can begin to change. There's no excuse for not trying. So try, and then try again. Because you will never discover what you are capable of until you give yourself the chance to find out.